And top 5 most difficult for this third round as we go back over to the second.
And we find the rookie from China, played collegiately at Duke, Miranda Wang.
She's got 91 yards left, but she's got a downslope. And there's not much room behind this flag on this angle. Expect this to be a little bit left.
It's the kind of flag where if you really have a good distance, Karen, you could maybe take dead aim. Otherwise, play a little bit conservatively. Nice lead there.
Here's Miranda. She played in the final group on Saturday in Mexico back in May, and having one
of the shortest holes on the course, the shortest par 4. It has not been an easy one this week until today, until the green has softened. Players are really taking advantage.
It's a tricky short hole. Here is Miranda Wang, and this could be a 2-shot swing here.
It could be. It's uphill. And she would have had a good idea on this line from Rose's putt.
All right, so Miranda Wang picks up the early birdie. She moves it to 12 under.
Back on the third hole here, and just a reminder, this hour of Top Tracer technology is presented by Progressive Insurance. This is Miranda Wang. Flag today on a little pocket at the front of the green. There's a bit of a backstop there as well.
Closer as Se-Young Kim is making a mistake. She's got all the fire, the inner fire. I talked to her coach, Dan Brooks, earlier today, said she may look easygoing on the outside, but she has a lot of fire on the inside, and we're seeing that here in this moment, playing in the final group. Really a big moment for her. And was releasing, especially running away from the players earlier this week. Everybody who finished this morning and spoke to the media talked about having to change their game plan.
Bit of a 2-shot swing here at the top of the leaderboard. This is Miranda Wang for birdie.
Could be, and I really love the lines. Forearms going into the angles of the same as the putter shaft. Really very good.
Looked like a good roll, just didn't play enough break there.
So she's going to be tied for the lead. And a real surprise, Se-Young Kim coming out of the gates with 2 bogeys in the first 3 holes and really opening the door.
And now tied for the lead at the short fourth, it's Miranda Wang.
It is an interesting little hole, this one. Tee shot just requires a bit of precision. You've got trouble down the right. You can run out of room left. I'd say that was pretty precise. Missed the center line by a yard.
Seat that week. It was something to behold.
It was. I mean, she barely. I mean, it could have been even better than 31 under as well. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah. So here's Miranda. We're seeing her knees with the KT tape. She said it's really just to keep the swelling down. No pain, no issue. Just maybe more of a mental comfort. She's in good position here.
I hope they're getting a discount for, you know, all the tape that the physio has to purchase there.
She has 74 yards. Ball is just a little bit above her feet.
Gust of wind, Karen?
No, there was a golf cart, one of the gas-powered golf carts just behind us, just taking off, and sounds like a jet engine going sometimes, those things. Oh, she just got a little gust of wind off the right.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's definitely thrown off by that gas cart.
In 29.
How about this third from Miranda Wang at the fourth?
It is so quick down the hill. And you can see she just had to nudge it onto the green.
Good nudge.
So quick down the hill, let gravity take it nearly into the hole.
And thanks, Katie. Let's get you out to the fifth.
And here is Miranda Wang.
And there's a bunker, Tom, on the left side of this fairway that really makes a player have to make a decision what they want to do with this tee shot. And this one's going to be just fine.
And we're back at the 5th hole here at the FM Championship. This is Miranda Wang, second.
And that was a 7-iron off of a little upslope. There's a backstop behind this flag, but this one's not going to need it. It's out to the right.
In the correct part of the green. It's quite a narrow green, as you can see, that comes.
Ships over in Europe, 5th at the Mundiavian Championship, and up there at the AIG Women's Open as well. For a long time deep into the weekend. 5.
Here's Wang for birdie.
And initially there's a little bit of downhill in this, but in his back up as it approaches the hole. Wants to move left as well.
Good for pace. Played a couple of years on the Epsom Tour before graduating to the LPGA. And it's been a successful campaign out here this year for Wang. 57th in the race to the CME Globe.
Chest, her body.
And back on the tee, tied for the lead, Miranda Wang.
It's another one of those fairways that has trouble down the right in the form of a couple of bunkers, and you have some good rough down the left, so accuracy is a huge help here.
Driving is not one of her strengths, Karen.
No, and that's going to miss left.
Well, she's 100th and fair. Some chase, playing some great golf until you start to see your name towards the top of the leaderboard, and everything starts to get a little bit tighter.
That was just a moment ago from Sackstrom. So now the green is clear. And how about this second that we're seeing from Miranda Wang, Karen?
Well, she's just having second thoughts on the club right now.
The grass is going to come out hot.
And she went down to the 9-iron. Had the 8-iron out initially, went down to the 9. And that's primarily because of the lie. I think it's going to come out with a little bit of heat to it. You don't really want to go long. It'll leave you a very quick shot from the back of the green. It's come out nice and high.
It looks like she took a good, full, aggressive swing with that, coming out of the rough. Brilliant shot.
That was a good audible.
Good as you could do from right there. I like going with a little bit of the close hole.
All right, we're going to keep it here for Miranda Wang, who had that clinching point to give Duke a national championship in 2019. How about this birdie putt to take the lead, Karen?
Well, it's a little downhill. And didn't really see a huge amount of break. If anything, I think it's going to go left. But I mean, that's pretty clutch. If you're winning for your team and you're the one making that final point, you know it's all coming down to you as things are happening, because all your teammates are all gathered around. They're all waiting in anticipation. And you're the one getting the job done. It's a good feeling.
Karen, I never played college golf, but I'd imagine any kind of team setting like a Solheim Cup or otherwise, when you have the pressure of your teammates on you, it makes it that much more satisfying.
And now that birdie putt takes Miranda Wang into the lead alone. Day 3 outside Boston.
Damn now, right?
Oh, how do we get there? I'll find it.
I love it. Well, it's Europe versus the U.S. there, but I know Karen Stupples out on the golf course watching our final group is a huge fan of yours, Pat.
Oh, Karen, how are you?
I'm doing very well, Pat. Just want to thank you very much for your support through my journey with Graves too. So you were a vital inspiration when I needed it. So thank you.
This is the 7th hole here at the FM Championship in the 3rd round. We have Miranda Wang's second.
This is from quite a long way.
Right.
Clips the trees. Looks like it came straight down.
It did.
There's a pretty nasty, massive bunker down there. Is it anywhere near there, Karen? Can you see?
No, it's not. It literally hit the tree and came straight down. It's only about 10 yards in front of the tree.
Keeps knocking on the door.
You can see the bunker that I was mentioning there over on the left side. You've got to avoid that. So she was fortunate.
She was, but it's not out of the woods yet. I mean, ball's quite above her feet. Got a decent lie, but there is some tree limbs that she's going to have to try and negotiate.
Stay still, guys. Nice and quiet, please.
Been disturbed a couple times, Karen. They are standing awfully close, I do have to say. Not sure if it's just the camera angle or just...
No, they're
I want
only...
my caddy standing that close.
I know, they're only a couple of yards away. Just some youngsters, obviously some fans. And sometimes it's even the slightest of movement you can hear. She got a lot of ball there, though, but this one's going on a draw.
A couple times she's been unsettled by whatever it is. It hasn't been the best shot, although that finds the putting surface.
It's going to be a long putt there through that little swale in the middle of the green. Back on the 7th hole. And right, Karen, what does Miranda Wang face with this putt?
Well, I mean, you were right, Tom. I mean, there's a lot going on here through that swale. It's going to go downhill at the start and then back uphill as it approaches the hole. There's obviously a little bit of slope break in this putt as well. Didn't get a chance to stand right behind it, but from the side of the green, it looks like it has to go left.
You know, Tom, how you were saying about her expectations, how it didn't look like it was that bad of a shot from... She's in the final group. You know, you got to raise your level of expectations here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but she just knew, didn't she? I mean, that gives us a great look at how far she's got. She knew that this was going to be a challenge.
Well, the mistake was with the second shot. Even letting it go that close to the trees was the problem.
You know, this is shocking, Karen. This is actually playing as one of the hardest holes out here today. I did not expect to see that.
Wow.
But not for Miranda.
High bar, what was that you were saying?
Level up your expectations in the final group. Put on a show for the crowd.
Well, that is a bonus there for Miranda Wang. It is her 3rd birdie in the first 7 holes of this 3rd round. And that was just terrific.
Yeah, she's been leading the field in putting this week. And just absolutely showing off right there. Who said this hole is hard as a par 5 playing over par?
Sends a little.
And again, not pictured there, Nelly Korda. You don't see Jin Young Ko there. You don't see Ayaka Budaway. Se Young Kim would love to keep that going. So would Miranda Wang. And that final group has made it to the par 3 8th with still a little traffic up there ahead. Morgan, what does that tell you when you see that graphic?
Just shows the depth and that there really has not been a dominant player. I mean, we come from a season last year with Nelly winning, really just dominating. I mean, it was kind of the big 3 last year, right? You had Gino, you had Nelly, and you had Lydia with her incredible season as well with the Olympic gold medal. And then this year, it has been an absolutely different story. It's hard to maintain top form like we saw from those players year in, year.
You're not having to Monday qualify as I was having to do, and you kind of get into the swing of things. You get a couple of events in a row. I think that's when you really start to feel like you're doing okay with things. But still, every week that you go to, it's a new course, new feel, you know. And so that's still things that you have to learn as a rookie.
I thought it was interesting. Pat Bradley basically said what Judy Rankin has. Rose will have a chance. Miranda Wang, the rookie, not playing like one. She's got a putt to get it to 15 under par. That was last year's winning total. All right, Miranda Wang, this to go up by 2.
Well, it's not a bad spot on the green. It is uphill. So you can be a little bit more aggressive with this.
I mean,
Another putt. It's going to be really interesting to watch how she handles the rest of this round today, being in this position for the first time. Obviously, she's looked really comfortable so far today. Will she be able to maintain that opportunities where she really had a great chance to win? We talk about how hard it is to follow up a good round and a low round. It's really hard to follow, even harder to follow up a great season like that.
Final three ball has reached the tee at the 9th. This is Miranda Wang.
Well, being a dogleg round to the left, if you can hug the left side, it will shorten up the hole, but that's missed to the right.
she's in the third to last group. This is the final three ball at the 9th.
It's going to depend a lot on the lie here by the looks of things for Miranda Wang.
Well, I mean, she's going to be very glad that that grass was topped off. But there is going to be a grass behind the ball that could catch up against the club. She has 178, so it's a long way from the hole, but has a 6 iron, so she's expecting this one to get a little bit of movement once it hits the green.
She's been taking some really aggressive swings through this rough today.
Well, she didn't turn it over, so that was good. Little draw.
Settle into the center of the green. As I said, with that back hole location, it's been really tough to get it close. Only a few paces left and behind that flag stick today on 9. Nobody really pressing too hard.
Very important rest of the day.
They expect her to have changed.
Miranda Wang now for a birdie.
Uphill. I mean, I don't think you could bet against her making this putt the way she's been putting these last few holes. It's been very impressive.
Yeah, she was in trouble, wasn't she, at the 7th and hold that long birdie putt. This is for 4 birdies in a row.
Took a little funny hop off the club face.
Almost went in, though.
Another just fantastic putt. She's leading the field in putting so far this week, and Pat, more often than not, very strongly correlates to the top of the leaderboard. A little bit more of an efficient golf swing to try and heal the body. It's not easy to do.
What has impressed you over the first 9 holes from Miranda Wang, Karen?
Well, I think just her composure, really. She's played very steadily. Even when she's missed some fairways, she's been able to get the ball back in play. And her putting has just been outstanding. I mean, it's a really balanced swing. I'm surprised that her stats aren't better from tee to green.
She's talked about this driver. Just, being
Watching.
It is absolutely perfect today. I mean, just wonderful conditions to play golf. I mean, there's a hint of breeze, but nothing much. I mean, particularly when you're on these fairways that are very sheltered. You can't feel a thing. She's got 144 as a yardage. Front hole location, but one that is quite accessible.
She's very dialed in. You can watch her eyes with the visualization. Karen just really trying to draw it up.
And that's the miss right.
Well, good news for her. We have seen 2 pitch-ins from short of the screen today, but that one.
Third at the par 4 10th for the leader Miranda Wang.
from a little upslope. And just able to control it because of that.
Thought we were going to be 3 for 3 there from short of that green. More confident in the stroke and in the speed and the line.
And now Wang for her par.
And really not taking too much time on this. I mean, obviously going through the process, but not a huge amount to really worry about here.
And so even when she does have the occasional loose swing, she's able to salvage. Clean card here in round 3 for the rookie.
Daylight starting to dwindle. They might start to pick it up a little bit.
Let's hope so, because I think it would be better for everybody if they can finish today. Now, Wang.
Oh, no question about it. Nobody wants to come out tomorrow just to finish a hole and then have to wait around for their tee time.
Leaking a little bit right, and that's going to leave a tricky putt across the green for the player at the top of the leaderboard. Closer to Providence, Rhode Island than it is to the center of Boston. But a busy area, and one that is rich in golf and golf history. And, since the early 2000s, TPC Boston has been on the golfing map. And it's quite rare, actually. The golf course built in that era, Karen, has not really been designed for real estate and housing. This is a very peaceful place to play through the woods.
I think it's rapidly becoming one of my favorite places that the LPGA Tour go to. I like the trees and everything about this course. I mean, the way it's designed, the way the tour have set it up, it's job well done across the board.
You know, it's unfortunate. I really never had the opportunity to play in the Boston area during my career. There was that little bit of a break there up until a couple years ago, so it's great to be back here in New England.
We have the country club, which is located about 25 miles north of TPC Boston in Brookline. Golf from her studies at Stanford, and then it's kind of been a case of getting back into full tournament mode, and then now that she is seemingly back in full tournament mode, it's going to be returning to studies in California. Now Miranda.
Very nice.
I think when it comes to Rose, we're going to be really seeing her in top form next summer after all the studies are finished. She's still focusing on that.
So you see the 3 there, 4 now at 12 under. And now Miranda Wang.
Let's see if she can keep the smoothness in that swing.
Real nice.
Three excellent drives there. Should be able to chase up towards the green. Playing is the key. And we have not seen that from Se Young all day. We've seen one-handed finishes, just nearly falling over.
Now Wang.
She's got a lot of this shot too, but it's also going down to that left side.
Miranda, the only one in this final group who didn't have to come back this morning. She did have to wait out that last weather delay yesterday, about 2.5 hours, for one.
Choked way up on this, Karen, almost down to the metal. Not bad from that spot. Coming out of a bit of an unpredictable lie.
And just a few more birdies today would really help Nelly's chances tomorrow.
Wang to go 16 under.
And from here, you know, she's been rolling the ball really well. I think you can be fairly confident if you're in Wang's position with this putt.
Yeah, how about that? 16 putts and 12 holes and a 3-shot lead.
Tremendous stroke. I mean, confidence in the speed, you can tell. And that's what you watch for when somebody's been in this position really the first time. You watch for them to show signs of...
Sorry, I wouldn't have said that if I realized they were playing now.
It's okay. We're playing 2 9-inning affairs here.
Okay. Miranda Wang. It's a blowout anyway.
We're not going to tell our director, Pete Esposito, Boston native, what the score is.
Definitely is.
Yeah, a lot could change.
Well, she got off to a great start with a round of 66, thanks in part to this wild
event. She was outside of the top 50 in the world. Now she's 33rd. So she's slowly fighting her way back. And she's certainly got a tremendous amount of experience and a major championship to her credit, which came in 2020 at the KPMG Women's PGA. Different story for Miranda Wang, who's done a lot of good en route to the LPGA, but still trying to prove herself out here.
Well, she's on that journey, isn't she, of learning exactly what she's got to do to become a winner. And if you keep putting yourself in this position, keep putting yourself in that final group, you never know when that light bulb moment will suddenly hit you.
What was your light bulb moment, Karen?
I was playing with Annika in Australia in 2004, and I was in the final group with her, and she got off to a really fast start, and I thought, oh, I've got to chase, I've got to hurry up and keep touch with Annika. And as it turned out, I've started to play poorly because I was trying to chase, and I realized that by the time we got done, if I'd just played my game, I would have had a really good chance to have beaten her. So what I learned was, you can't chase, you've got to let golf come. There's a dog leg round to the left. You can hug the left side if you...
It's kind of what we've heard from Brooke, who finally broke through last week, kept saying, I feel like it's close, I feel like it's close. Just you don't know when it will all finally click.
It's having that confidence and faith in yourself, isn't it, Morgan, that eventually it's going to happen. It's a good high tee shot here. Just hugging that left side.
And another one right down the pike. Miranda Wang.
She has a downhill lie. And
Making sure it's her turn.
well, she was looking over at Se Young. Se Young was looking very much like she wanted to hit as well. So she has a downhill lie. And if there is any wind, it will be into, but it feels very calm right now.
Those late summer days, post-work, quick 9.
I'm sure everybody's excited about ski season, though.
That I wouldn't know.
Me either, but I imagine that as pretty as it is here in the summer, it is also very pretty when the snow falls.
Oh, all 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This putt for Miranda is going to be uphill at the start and then back downhill towards the hole.
Her 18th putt of the day. her last on this hole. She just keeps rolling them in, and she's even the one she missed on 13 wasn't bashful.
I mean, this is a putting performance just that is truly spectacular. That's her 22nd birdie of the week. Ties her most ever in an LPGA event earlier this season at the Blue Bay event in China. And she's still got a
22 holes left.
day and so to go.
She led the field that week, and that event really got her season started. Tied for 8th. It allowed her to reshuffle up because 14th off the Epson Tour. She had very limited status when the season began. That event gave her confidence, and more importantly, it gave her starts.
That as well would have been all over the flag from where she was standing. Probably wouldn't have been able to see the bottom of the hole, so she'll be happy when she gets down there. Maybe unhappy that it didn't go in. Now Wang's tee shot at 15.
Yeah, wasting no time getting up to this tee and hitting that shot.
And that one charging down there. Although just going to be on the downslope by the looks of things. Going to come back, play 14 holes this morning. Now Miranda.
Massive downslope from Miranda.
Yeah, I was never much of a player to have caffeine on the course, but today might be an afternoon where you might want some. I'd maybe have 1 cup before round, but you try to avoid it. You don't want to be any extra jittery, right? Especially in these kinds of moments, but it's one of those days where it's been so long.
Maybe. I'm just looking down on 16.
They're going to press it, Karen.
Yeah, they have to, I think.
So you're saying it looks dark down the 16th?
Well,
Or just they're going to wait?
I'm seeing the group's only just leaving the tee that's in front.
Ah, okay.
So I think my group will be waiting on 16T.
Yeah, don't need that.
No, not one bit.
Birdie putt here for Wang.
Just awkward through those sort of dappled shadows.
We're all kind of in shock. She missed a putt.
I was going to say, I mean, it's been so good, this putter today. 6 under for the round, no drop shots, and looking very comfortable. Let's see, Kim tied for 3rd. Just a bit of clean-up work to do for Miranda Wang.
I can't imagine there being too much problems with this one, Tom.
No trouble at all. Remains 3 ahead here, chasing her first LPGA victory. Shadows lengthening on this Saturday afternoon.
Right now. We'll finish. This group will finish. This is a wedge for Miranda. Go. Go, 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 go.
Some concern, and that's the reason.
This is that ridge. We've seen if you can get it on top of that ridge, it's a nearly guaranteed birdie for those who have found the top shelf.
She's made a couple from that range
Yeah,
or
that's
longer.
a range.
And she's got it right where she...
Huge.
Oh, it has to. Has to look just like it's a giant bucket sitting out there on the green. Uphill putt, this one. Up onto that top tier. Oh, it's left her a tester.
It's one of the few putts she's hit today that hasn't buzzed the hole. Everything looks like it has had a chance to go in, if not found the bottom.
Also has the 5th lowest score.
I think that speaks to her aggressive nature. Like, she loves to go for it. She loves to compete and to be aggressive, to have those opportunities to make so many birdies, to have such low scores.
All right, here is the par putt for Wang. No problem. 21 putts through 16 holes.
Young Kim, she gives you the one-handed finish. She looks like she doesn't always like it, but it's okay. Now Miranda Wang.
Hug the left side, you'll have a shorter approach to the green. If you stay down the right side, your approach will be quite long to a small green. See all the players trying to keep it up that left side if they can.
Here, that little gap there, almost through the kind of gap in the fairway here, Karen.
She's very lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
it's what, 8 yards wide where she is. But she also agrees with me that it's getting cooler. She's put her rain pants on. She's got a downhill lie. But only 116. Sorry, 115.
Really good-looking golf swing. I don't know why she didn't like that as much with her follow-through. Just looked really on plane the whole way back and through. I've been impressed with what I've seen today, Tom, from Miranda.
Yeah, I think we need a sanctioned event on the Epsom Tour at the IOA Championship 2 years ago.
Had to come from behind on the back nine there to do that. So she's been in, as we said, some high leverage positions, but never on a stage quite this large.
No, and I think you, if you're in her position, you have to think, will my putter stay as hot as it has done these first few days? And you have to believe that it will when you're out there playing.
I just like the speed we've seen her hit these putts with. Even though she's been in the lead, hasn't looked nervous whatsoever.
She had to play well in the Epsom Tour Championship last year, finished tied for third to move inside that top 15 to gain status in 2020. Safety first for Se-Young Kim. And now Wang for par. So they will make their way, short walk across there to the 18th tee, and they will be able to finish even if the horn blows. They'll be able to finish the hole they're playing on.
It is dark for sure, but definitely playable. And Se-Young waiting.
Yeah, Lauren was fighting that horn yesterday, fighting it again today, just on the other side of the golf course.
And Miranda was in that unusual situation that we talked about when the horn blew at 3.
No, it's actually fairly visible right now. It's nothing that I would even worry about with the daylight. Even I can see the shots.
Now Wang.
Got a couple of bunkers in the center of this fairway, and she decided to go left of those.
Said she felt very comfortable, almost like it reminded her of being back home in Beijing. You ever heard that before, Boston and Beijing?
Maybe the first time I've heard these two areas be, mentioned for their similarities, but that the golf course did remind her of some.
If neither Kim nor Zhang are able to birdie or eagle, it'll be Titicum playing the final pair with Wang tomorrow. Carlsbad, California, after just turning 19 years old. Wang's going to lay up here.
Yeah, there's no reason for her to take this on. Just have to avoid that bunker that's in the middle of the fairway on the layup.
It's a bit of an awkward layup, but made a little bit easier as it's been softened, but it's definitely bright.
So two have laid up. And Se-Young has as well. Best position following any round. Second, and again, that was in Mexico. And Blue Bay, she had a good finish to finish 8th, as we said. And I'm just wondering, I know it's not the same, but she did sleep on the lead last night. The round wasn't over, but she was done, up by a couple when she went to sleep last night. Trailed by 3 when the round began.
Yeah, it's a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Going into Saturday versus going into Sunday, especially if it is to maintain a 3-shot lead. The bigger the lead, the more pressure on the player. So it's definitely, especially come out hot. I feel like if one of those players, Karen, comes out hot early, put some pressure on Miranda, that could change the story just like it did today.
No question. Absolutely can. I think if you're chasing, that's exactly what you've got to think about doing. 69 yards.
It's going to catch a bit of the slope. Continue to get closer.
It's going to be a putt for a 65 for Miranda. She.
Will I feel healthy again? Will I be able to play pain-free again? It's great to see Rose up there. And that putt there, knocking Gino out of that final group, potentially better for Miranda.
Yeah, so even if Sei Young were to make, it'll be Rose and Miranda, the college stars, both living in Las Vegas these days. And now Miranda for one last birdie. This for a round of 65 and bogey free at that.
Little downhill from this part of the green. I don't think anything. I don't think it would surprise anybody to see her make this putt. I mean, it's just been nothing short of spectacular. And she keeps it very simple, Morgan. You know, the lines look good, simple, solid putting stroke.
I really like her posture, Karen. She just looks like really set up solidly. Not a lot of, no movement in her lower body.
Why not? Go ahead. 24 putts in a round of 65. And Miranda Wang is going to lead by 3 into the final round tomorrow.
That is a day to remember. It could be a week to remember for Miranda come tomorrow evening. But wow, very impressive.
Matches her low round of the season. 4th time she shot